Hey everyone, it's me, the Amazing World of Autistic Fanboy 2002 here. So, since summer is nearly over, I just decided to do my complete list of the films I've seen throughout summer 2024. I know summer doesn't end till the 22nd of September, so I was just thinking, why the heck, why get this out of the way? So, starting off with the first film of 2024. At number 1, Haikyuu the Dumpster Battle. This came out in Japan on February 16th. And then we didn't get it until the last day of May, and so I saw it on Sunday, the 2nd of May, and I had a fun time watching this movie. So the story's pretty good. Once again, you have the characters from the anime and the manga when they're doing a match against the red team. So it's Team Crow versus Team Cats. So that is why it's called the. No, that isn't the case here. So I put this at my number one of films I of films I've seen throughout the summer. So at number 2, Bad Boys Ride or Die. So I have to say I had a fun time watching Bad Boys Ride or Die. Still a fun movie, but a flawed fourth installment, but not as good as the first three. And Will Smith and Martin Lawrence's characters are great once again. And the story is pretty decent, and the action scenes are cool, and the final climax is when they have to save Will Smith's character's wife from being kidnapped by the terrorists. So yeah, I put this at number 2. And next, at number 3, The Watch. So, oh wait, wrong one. That's the M. Night. It's based on the novel The Watchers by A.M. Shine, and it's directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Shyamalan. Is that how you pronounce his name? And M. Night Shyamalan. So I would say M. Night Shyamalan's a great director, but his worst movie he directed was The Last Airbender. So I had a fun time watching this movie. The story was a bit complicated in most parts, and yeah, it's about hiding from the monsters that you cannot see, but you do see them until the very end. So, and that's why I put this at my number 3 spot. So at number 4, the Bikeriders. Don't you mean 2024? We got it on June 21st, 2024. I know it came out last year, but this is set in 1965, the same year as my dad was born. So, Bike Ride is based on a true story. I know it's a 2023 American period crime film, but we didn't get it until June 21st, 2024. But the period story was pretty storytelling. And you have Tom Hardy, Austin Butler, do you know him as Elvis, and of course Fade Ralpher in June. Tom Hardy, I know him in a lot of films like the Christopher Nolan movies such as Inception, and he also played Venom, and he was also in Peaky Blinders. So I put this at my number 4 spot. At number 5, So yeah, I had a fun. Yeah. So the story for Quiet Place Day 1 is how it all began, and you probably wonder why my voice is quiet because I know the plot for this film. So the story follows of it all, how the world went quiet. It's actually an outstanding prequel, but pretty much the weakest out of the Quiet Place films. Quiet Place 2 will always be remained as my favourite out of the Quiet Place franchise. I still love Quiet Place. It's not my favourite Quiet Place film. That would go to Quiet Place 2, so that's why I put this at number 5. So at number 6, we have Blue Lock episode Nagi. So I saw this on July 2nd, July 3rd, sorry, and I had a major blast watching this film, and I can't wait for season 2 of Blue Lock. Yeah, Blue Lock's one of my favourite animes, so I put the story's pretty good, and the characters we all know from the manga and the anime. So this is the prequel to the anime. Okay, so I put this at number 6. So at number 7, this is another film that I saw throughout this year, which is Fly Me to the Moon. It was a pretty heartwarming story, I'd say, set in 1969, the day that Apollo 13 launched, and of course, the man landed on the moon in 1969. It's a pretty outstanding storytelling, and I put this at my number 7. And Twisters. So I saw this on Sunday. I had a good time watching it, and after I've watched Twisters, it made me want to check out the original. So I will give the original a watch sometime. So it's actually a okay sequel in my opinion. So I know Independence Day Resurgence is kind of an unnecessary sequel, but yeah. So what's next? Here we're coming to the best film of the summer, and that is Deadpool and Wolverine, baby. I have to say, I saw this one day after my mum's birthday. It was my mum's birthday that week, and I took my mum to see Deadpool and Wolverine on Sunday, and I saw it 2 times now, and I had a major blast seeing this film. I was laughing my ass off. The story was pretty good. Deadpool, once again, he's hilarious as always. Yeah, I actually like Deadpool. He's actually pretty funny. He is Deadpool. Well, he can be a bit naughty sometimes. Deadpool is a bit naughty sometimes, and then he meets up with Wolverine, played by the man, the myth, the legend, Hugh Jackman. So that's why I put this at. This is definitely my best film of summer 2024. Yippee! So that's why I put this as my best film of 2020. So, next. Hmm. Borderlands. Well, I have to say, the story for this movie is a bit done to death. I know it tried to catch the source material, what made the game so great, but it tried to live up to the source material, but instead it was all PG-13 and it did not work. So this is probably the weakest out of the movie video games. I would give credit as it's at least better than the Super Mario Bros. Live action movie, but still, the film's not amazing. So here's my next film. Oh wait, sorry. I accidentally put August, so Trap. At number I've lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So at number 11, Trap. So the story follows the father and the daughter who are going to a concert. I have to say, two M. Night Shyamalan movies in 1 year. So the story follows about the father and the daughter go to a concert, and then there are police guards patrolling the concert, and then they set out a trap for the serial killer, which is the butcher, until later they realize that the father is the serial killer called the butcher. That is the most plot twisting film ever, and that's why I put this at my number 11. At number 12, Alien Romulus. So I'd say the story was a bit complicated in most parts. It's not the best film of 2024. I'd say the xenomorph were a bit misused. I mean, the facehuggers were pretty cool, like in the original. So it's set before the events of Aliens. So the xenomorphs were pretty cool, but I wish we saw them a lot more. But then we introduced to this weird new hybrid thing. But yeah, still a flawed film, but it's enjoyable. Oh, so we're getting to. Yeah, I'm seeing Blink twice next week, next Saturday. So the film I saw today was The Crow. I would say the story is a bit like the original. Yeah, it's actually a remake of the original film. I like the original film. I'd say it's good but flawed. It's a flawed remake, but not as good as the original. But I had a fun time watching it. The story was a bit slow paced in most parts, and I won't lie, the story is kind of a bit done to death in most separate ways, but I had a fun time watching it. But it's not the best film of summer this year. That would go to Deadpool and Wolverine. So the last film I'm seeing before summer ends is Blink twice. So I'm seeing this next Saturday. So hope you guys enjoy my complete list. Haven't seen Blink twice yet, but I will see it next week. So I decided to do a complete list of films I've seen throughout summer 2024. So hope you guys enjoy my list of summer 2024 films. So Like and share with your friends and comment if you're new. Until next time,